Hey everybody, well, it's been a really long time since I have sat down to do a video. I had an extremely busy summer, all really good things. Of course, you guys know I had my daughter home, so that was a lot of fun. She is now back at school, and I actually did a little bit of traveling just before the summer, and then just at the end, I was actually in California. I was in Calabasas. So, just one word about that. Absolutely love Los Angeles and California. I have traveled pretty much up and down the coast. This was a specific trip to visit some friends and family. And before I left, I thought, well, I'm just going to check in on the weather and see what's going on out there, knowing that it is relatively warm still by the end of August. And of course, as I opened up my phone and pulled out the temperature, 105 degrees. So I immediately went into panic mode and called all of my friends and family and said, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to wear? Where are we going? It's 105 degrees. And they all said, just relax, not to worry. It's very dry heat out here, and you really won't be affected the way that you normally would back east. Yeah, right. Guess what happened the weekend that I was in California? Yes, you've got it. Humidity like you would not believe. So it was 105 degrees with humidity. Are you melting listening to this? You absolutely should. It was absolutely unbearable. But I will say, all in all, I had an absolutely amazing time. I met up with an old friend of mine from high school and got to see her family and her kids, and I just had an absolutely phenomenal time. Traveled with my sister-in-law, who I absolutely love traveling with. We have the most fun ever. Anyways, enough chatter about that, just so that you guys know where I've been. I do have a lot of things that I have been loving. I'm going to try to make this not that long, this video, but you know, that's a little hard with all the things I want to show. So I think I'm going to start off with some cleansing products. I have been following Caroline Hyron's blog and have gotten really into the double cleansing. I do a balm first and then a milk cleanser afterwards. So there is one that I actually have quite a few that I've been trying. One that I really want to mention to you guys here today is from Sunday Riley. It's her Charisma Cream Cleanser. Love this. I absolutely love the feeling of this on my skin, and if I wasn't double cleansing, I definitely would be using this also. This is a great cleanser. For a toner, which I hadn't been using a toner for quite a long time, toners to me were always that you took the extra, was an extra cleansing step, and I thought, especially with double cleansing, do I need it? But I've since been reading up and realizing that a lot of the new toners now really work as exfoliating, so it is a really nice step to add in, and I have done that. And the one that I've really been enjoying is from Clarins. Now, I'm not sure if this version is available here. I believe it is, but I actually found it on a European site. It's their Gentle Exfoliator Brightening Toner. And the reason I said I'm not sure is that the ones that I've looked on here, it seems that the bottles have different information on it. So I'll post everything down below with a link to it, and then you can cross-reference and see if there's a similar one here. Perhaps it's just labeled differently. But I really like this a lot, and I really think it's made a difference in my skin also. The next thing that I really love is from Sensai. I love this, Kanebo Sensai. I love their products. I don't think there's anything that I've tried from their line that I haven't liked. And this is their Silk Peeling Mask, and this is just divine to use. This is a great mask. It's very gentle. You only need a little bit of it, but oh my gosh, your skin feels absolutely amazing, amazing after it. Really a great product. Another thing that I've really been loving, if we're going to stick to actually masks and products, this is something that I think I've shown you guys before. It's definitely been around for a long time. It's from Sisley. It's their Black Rose Cream Mask. Love this. I put this on and actually sleep in it, and I just think it's the best. And I match it up with, or I pair it with the Eye Contour Mask, also from Sisley, and just love that. When I wake up in the morning, my skin is so soft. It's unbelievable. These are really great products. Definitely on the expensive side, but a little bit goes a long way, and I absolutely adore it. Can't say enough about it. Let's see, let's stick with face creams and go with, this is something I've also shown you guys, I think quite a long time ago. It's from Revive. It's the Moisturizing Renewal Cream, and I use this as an alternate to my A cream or retinol cream. So I'll use this maybe 2 or 3 times a week and then use the retinol cream the other times. I really think this has made a huge difference in my skin. brightening it, reducing the pores, although I will say my pores aren't huge, but I think it's really made a huge difference, and definitely evening out the tone of my skin. This is really a great product. I love it. I've had it for quite a while. Definitely would repurchase it. The next thing I have, I actually saw on another blog that I've been following and really loving is, I think it's Sally Hughes. I'll put links, of course, to everything down below as I usually do. And she mentioned her love for the Estee Lauder Perfectionist serum. It actually is called CPR, which is sort of cute. Really like this, sort of as a primer, and it just makes your makeup go on flawlessly. I love the feel of it on my skin. I definitely haven't been a huge Estee Lauder fan, but I think I really need to relook at some of the products because there's actually one more item that I want to show you from Estee Lauder that I've been using and really loving too. And it's their new Daywear Advanced Multi-Protection. It's SPF 30. I love this. This is so light going on. For those of us that are religious with our SPFs and try to get them as high as we can, definitely from a 30 up. But definitely know that that makes you then run into sort of a heavier feeling on your skin. Not so with this one. As I said, it's a SPF 30. It has just the nicest, lightest feel to your skin, and it has a glorious scent. Very light scent. Of course, it doesn't last and you won't smell throughout the day, but just as you're applying it, it's just a very refreshing smell, and I absolutely love that. So that's it for this video for my skincare items, although there are quite a few others that I do want to share with you, but I don't want to keep this video going too long. So now into some makeup items. The first thing is another product from Sensai, and it's their eyelid base. I've sort of given up on my MAC paint pots. I just find that they are too drying for me. It's not only that they dry within the pot themselves, but I also find that they're very drying on my eyelid, and I end up having to treat my eyelids because they're too dry from using the product. So I picked this up. This is just a very neutral shade. I believe it only comes in this shade. It goes on beautifully onto your eyelid. It keeps your eye makeup in place. It keeps my eyelid moist and never drying, and I absolutely love it. You only need a teeny tiny amount of it, but this is definitely a winner for me, and no more paint pots for me either. The next thing that I've been loving is actually a sample that I've had. It's from LMDB. You guys know I won't even attempt to pronounce that. And this is their anti-aging tinted luminizer. Love this. I love luminizers. I love them on my cheekbone, in my chin and forehead area to bounce the light around. Little tricks, of course, we all use and love. But I find that a lot of the powder ones, even though I have great ones that I like, I find that also they look a little bit drying after a while. And I love the fact that this is a cream. This is actually a little sample that I got, as I mentioned, and I absolutely love it. Will be repurchasing it in the full size. For under eye concealer, I've been loving the Nars, the new Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I have it in light. Definitely love this a lot. It just sinks right into my skin, no creasing whatsoever throughout the day. Absolutely love it. Just gives me a little bit of brightening, which I really like a lot, so that's definitely been a favorite of mine. For bronzer, I picked up, thanks to Alex. Of course, anybody I mention, I will always put a link down below. This is the Tom Ford Bronzing Powder. Now, look at the size of this thing. I think this will probably last into the year 25. It is absolutely so huge. I can't believe it. Although I will say it's a little bit difficult to open because it's just a little, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful color. Tons and tons of product. Love this for contouring. Put this on for a bronzing effect, then did a little bit of a hydrating mist over it. Just gave a beautiful glow to my skin. But this is a great product. I will say though, there's absolutely no need for it to be this big, and it's sort of annoying for those of us who like to keep our things really organized in our drawers. This is the pain in the neck. I cleaned that up for the video. That's the pain in the neck to keeping it, but I absolutely love it. Another thing that I've really been enjoying, and I think I am going to end up getting it, I got a little sample in the mail from Chaenl. This is the new Les Beiges powders. I have it in, I believe this is in 30. I do like this an awful lot. This is another really great color, and I do like this for contouring and bronzing. I know most people use this as a finishing powder. I don't use finishing powder, so I don't use it that way, so that's why I'm not 100% sure I'm going to get it, but I have really been enjoying it. And how cute is that? I actually traveled with that. Another thing that I've been really loving for a brush, and I'm really into cream products, this is from IsaDora. This is a company, I think somebody once sent me something from the company, and then of course as I looked around I found some other things that I wanted and I loved. And I picked this up. This is number 10. It's called Rosebud, and this is a cream blush in a little stick form. This is great. This is another thing that's great for traveling. And this goes on so beautifully. It's just a very faint bit of color on your cheeks. You can see it, but it's not heavy at all because of the fact that it's cream. It just blends in so beautifully. So I've been reaching for this pretty much all summer, and I've really been ignoring a lot of the other products that I have. For mascaras, I love Le Volume from Chaenl. I love it so much that I actually have it in 3 colors. I have the new brown color that's come out, which is number 40. I have black, which is number 10. And I have 20, which is the blue color. Absolutely love this. I love the volume that this gives, hence the name, of course. I love the volume that it gives my lashes, and I absolutely love it. I think you guys know that Chaenl has been hit or miss for me for a long time, but that's something that I absolutely really like a lot. Another thing that I like, and I've had this for a while too, I actually had it in a couple of colors and the other one dried out. This is again from LMDB, pronounce it any way that you'd like. This is their felt tip liner. This is in the color of black. I love this. If you have trouble doing cat eyes and a little flick at the end, get this. It just is, you just take it, sort of hold it at an angle and flick down. It works absolutely perfectly. I also love it holding it on its side and going across my lash line to make my lashes look thicker at the base. Definitely, definitely love it. For an eyeshadow quad, and you guys have probably seen this a million times in videos from me, I absolutely love this. It's from Dolce Gabbana. It's their Desert Quad. I got it in the special packaging. I don't think that this packaging is available anymore, but it is available in their regular packaging. This is just the perfect neutral palette for me. I traveled with this one. You can get a lot of looks out of it. And I really like, especially for the summer, I just love that sort of natural look, and I just kept reaching for this time and time again. I think this is actually a quad I'm going to hit pan on, which is really unusual for me because I have so many of them and I like to sort of change them around. For brushes, of course, I have to mention some favorite brushes. I adore this brush. I would just be super heartbroken if I would ever lose it. It's from Chaenl. It's their number 27. It's their cream eyeshadow brush. It has an angle to it. It's so soft. I actually use this for powder and cream. It just works absolutely beautiful, or if I'm going to wet a powder down and use it. Again, a really great angle to it, so if you have trouble doing your cat eyes, all you have to do is sort of hold this at the angle and flick it down. It works beautifully, and it works absolutely divine with cream liners also. This is absolutely one of my favorites. And another one that I have to say is definitely one of my favorites is a synthetic brush from Sephora. It's their Pro Airbrush Concealer Brush, and I think it has a number 57 on it. Love this for under my eyes. I take the Nars and I just dab it under my eyes, and then I take this and just very lightly swirl it around. Works perfectly. It is so soft. It just makes the application flawless, and of course it cleans up beautifully because it is a synthetic brush. For lipsticks, I have 2 that I want to quickly share with you. The first one is from MAC. I know you guys will be a little bit shocked. I don't do a lot of MAC makeup. Not that I don't like it, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to always work for me, but I do like their lipsticks, and I love this one. It's in the color of Plumful. This is a great transition into fall color. Absolutely love it. I'm wearing it now. I've been wearing it quite a bit the last few weeks especially. Sometimes what I'll do is take a lighter pink color and just sort of dab it in the middle of my lips, so I like that a lot. The next one is number 23 from Yves Saint Laurent. It's the Rouge Volupte. I have to look up the names. They don't actually put the names in. This is also another really pretty color to transition into fall, and I just love the packaging. I think I almost like the packaging more than the lipstick, although I do love the lipsticks, but the packaging is just so gorgeous. I just love keeping it out on my counter. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you know I just got a couple of new containers, which I keep those in, but I'm also hoping to see my friend Alberto later this week and pick up some of the new Giorgio Armani lipsticks, the CC lipsticks I think they're called. If anything, just for the fact that they are in the red bullets, I just think they are gorgeous, gorgeously packed, and I'm hearing a lot that they're really gorgeous to use also. I think that may be it. One more thing actually is something that I show you guys all the time, but I have to show you again because it is a never-ending love for me, and it's my number 5 Chaenl. This is my Eau Premier that I picked up when I was in London. Love, love, love this. This is a very light sort of version of the full-bodied number 5. Still the same scent, but I love it. I have other perfumes that I try and use all the time, and it is the funniest thing when I do. My husband or my daughter will walk by and say, "You wearing something different?" And it's not that they're saying it that they necessarily don't like it, but it's sort of the familiarity of what they usually smell as I walk by is not there. So I go back to my Chaenl No. 5, which I definitely can say is my signature scent. So I feel like I have been speaking 100 miles an hour. If I have, I apologize. As you can see, my hair is growing in. I absolutely did not like my last haircut at all. I went just after I had finished a Meniere's attack. I have Meniere's disease, which is like vertigo. Your equilibrium just completely goes off kilter. You don't know what's up, what's down. Anyways, the reason that I'm telling you that is that I had an appointment to get my hair cut. You guys saw it in I think the last video that I did. And I didn't want to lose the appointment. I had made it with somebody new. It was sort of hard to get the appointment. So I actually had somebody drive me to the appointment and pick me up. And don't ever do that, because I don't know what he asked me, but I think I agreed to something totally different than I ever wanted. And this gentleman proceeded to hack my hair with thinning shears. He cut my whole hair with thinning shears. It's just been a disaster for me to handle, and I just was sort of pretty, I wasn't sort of pretty, I was really miserable with it. I just didn't like it whatsoever. So as you can see, I've completely done nothing with it. I'm letting it grow out to a point where hopefully I can then get it trimmed back into the style that I like, and definitely have it be more manageable, and I will never see him again, whether I am dizzy or not. So that's it. Really great speaking to everybody again. I'm sorry I've been away so long. I'm going to try to bump it up now and do a few more videos for you. Definitely have a lot of things that I want to share with you. I hope everybody is having a great beginning to their September. The weather here is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely not the heat that I had in Calabasas. Take care, everybody. Speak to you soon.